It has no rhyme or reason in terms of the, way of the layout, including in the guidebook. So every entry has different things in it. They're not uniform. They don't all have the same subjects and formatting. It's all quite different and unique, but I bloody love it. So this is another deck that I do tend to use mostly on its own because I really like to delve into it. I love the mishmash of the styles. They're so rando. It's not like the most polished, like in some of the collage pictures, they're quite jagged, like they haven't been cleaned up, but I don't care. I don't care at all. But like, as you can see, just the style from card to card is really different and random. But I do love it. So this is just, one of my favorite Oracle decks ever. I wish it came in a smaller size, including the guidebook, so I could take it with me, but this is just not what I can take with me because the guidebook's just too big. It's too massive. And the cards themselves are also very, very large. But yeah, I love everything about it besides the size. It's the only downside for me. But this is the Begin Oracle, and it is an indie deck. Okay, so next up we have this one here. This is the Radiant Crystal cards. I keep it in the box. Once again, I don't know. Some decks, I just keep it in their box. So I know that the creator has just released a newer version of this, so it doesn't look exactly the same. I have an old version. I love this one because it has the matte lilac edges, which, I will never get sick of, ever, ever, ever. It's a beautiful rose petal finish. It's got gorgeous illustrations of the cards. I think the actual artwork in this is stunning, and I really, really like it. I should be doing this. On the backs of the cards, you've got all of the information. So you've got the chakra associated with it, astrological sign, there's an affirmation, there's a general energies right up, and then you've also got a plant down the bottom, association with keywords for the plant itself. So the way that I mostly use this is when I go to do a meditation, I'll pull a card from here, and either I will use that particular gemstone. If I have it, I'll definitely grab it. I don't have all of the ones that are in here. This does have some very odd and unique gemstones that I do not have in my collection. Or I might meditate with the affirmation, or I might choose to work on that chakra, like clear that chakra that day. It just depends. It's all, instinctual. What on this card is speaking to me in terms of what I should meditate with today. So I think you could still use it as a divination deck. I think you still could. But yeah, I just use it with my meditation practice. So it has a, sort of unique purpose that it is dedicated to. But I think it is absolutely beautiful and just amazing quality. And I'll show you what's inside. So inside this one, I keep my Broadbent Sisters Clearing Cards deck, which is such a weird name. These are the backs. I edged mine in a dark blue to sort of mimic the biro pen style. So this is a very thin satin matte cardstock, but it does shuffle well because of that reason. I saw this, I think, on Meg's channel at first, and she wasn't really sure if she was into it. What got me, so it wasn't the art style, it was the very odd subject matters, like the warm sand stirring beneath a quiet pool. Okay, these ones are not so random, but there's some that are just really interesting. Like, what does that mean? And my curiosity was piqued. I'm like, I have to know what a small fire in the forest stands for. This looks like a cult kind of thing, seeds of desire, mirror in the sand. Like, I had to know. And the write-ups are fantastic. There is an upright and reversed, and I think they are very well written. And so, yeah, this deck I just find absolutely fascinating. I just think that the themes of this are just real unique, very one of a kind. I have not seen some of these anything else whatsoever. And yeah, I don't mind the style. I think there's sometimes this one doesn't look like this one. Like there's almost two different art styles in this deck. So maybe perhaps one sister did some cards and another sister did the other. But I think this is just really well done, and I do really enjoy it, and I think it's fascinating. And for a long time, this was on my desk because I just wanted to read with it every single day. Like I just wanted to pull a card every day and see what it said. So yeah, this is the Broadbent Sisters Clearing Cards. Okay, so here we have this raw silk bag which came with this deck. This is an indie deck. These are the backs. I edged mine in a metallic purple mauve. This is a very small amount of cards, so teeny tiny. I think there's only like 20 something, but this is a Persephone themed oracle, and I was in the market for that. I wanted a Persephone oracle to go with my Persephone tarot deck. This is the only one I could find. I think thematically it is very well done in terms of the keywords that they've done with sort of Persephone's journey. The write-ups are phenomenal, really impressive. So well done on the guidebook. In terms of aesthetically, it's a very mixed bag, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I have thought about making my own cards to go with it, and I think I will do that one day. Just not at the moment. It's way down the track, but to go with this absolutely amazing guidebook. But yeah, this is the Persephone Oracle. Okay, so here is this bag. This is one of my favorite bags again. Some of them are my favorites. I just like them a lot. I love just the colors in this one. And in it is my Cosmos Oracle, which has beautiful copper foiling. It's got copper gilding on the sides, or burnt orange, whatever color you would call that. Stunning matte cardstock. This deck is beautiful. I absolutely do love visually the art style in this deck. So this has archetypes in it. It has sort of just keywords. It has elementals. It's got astrological associations. The guidebook is really fantastic. It is PDF only. I'm really hoping that one day they release a physical guidebook that I can purchase, because I would in a heartbeat. Because of this reason that only has a PDF guidebook, I do keep this on my desk, because I do always want to read from the guidebook with this, because it's just so well done. But look, there's enough on here. You've got the keyword and some more keywords underneath, and you've got an element in there too, and obviously you've got the picture that you can work with. So you could just use this without the guidebook, but I really like the guidebook, my dudes. So yeah, I just love the color themes in this, and like I said, the art style. It's just a great deck, and I'm very impressed. But yeah, if one day they release a material version of the guidebook, I will be purchasing that. But this is the Cosmos Oracle. Okay, so now we've got this little dude who came with his own velvet teal pouch, and it's the Cats in the Garden deck. So those are the backs. I edged mine. Oh, I haven't edged it. I will do that today. I will probably do a black, or I might do a green. I might go fun. Sometimes I'm like, just do something really fun. So this is astrology. So you've got your sun, moon, and rising, and then a keyword for each of those, and pictures of cats with flowers. Yep, all things I really, really enjoy. This has a guidebook, but once again, it's PDF. So this is now a desk deck for me, so I can reference it, because I do like to read more than just like, I don't know what Aries moon is. I don't have an Aries moon, you know. So even though it's got a keyword, I'm like, give me more information about what the energy of this deck actually is. And each write-up also has a specific like journal prompt to go with it, that you can create a spread on. So I think that's fantastic, but I just really like it. It's an indie deck, obviously. I don't think there's a huge amount of cards. I think it's like 36, but I didn't care. I'm like, that is